Ever wondered how the sands of time shaped the North African nation of Libya? Let's journey back to ancient times. The story of Libya begins with the nomadic Berber tribes, who were the original inhabitants of this region. These resilient people adapted to the harsh desert environment, developing distinct cultures and languages that still survive today. Moving along the timeline, we find the Phoenicians, seafarers from the eastern Mediterranean, establishing coastal settlements in Libya. Their trading posts served as vital links in the vast maritime networks of antiquity, connecting civilizations and fostering cultural exchange. Enter the Greeks, who founded prosperous colonies such as Cyrene and Leptis Magna. These cities became renowned centers of learning and culture, contributing significantly to the Hellenistic world. From the indigenous Berbers, through the Phoenician settlers, to the Greek colonists, each civilization left an indelible mark on the land that we now know as Libya. These ancient civilizations laid the foundation for Libya's rich and diverse heritage. As the wheel of history turned, Libya found itself part of the mighty Roman Empire. This pivotal period saw a wave of prosperity and urbanization sweep over the lands of Leptis Magna, Sabratha, and Oea, now known as Tripoli. The Roman conquest was not just a military maneuver, it was also a cultural transformation. As the Romans integrated Libya into their empire, they brought with them architectural marvels, intricate mosaics, and grand amphitheaters. They transformed cities into bustling hubs of activity where trade flourished and cultural exchange thrived. The harbors were alive with the bustle of ships ferrying goods from across the Mediterranean, while the markets overflowed with traders selling a variety of commodities. The cultural achievements during this period were nothing short of remarkable. From the development of literature and philosophy to advancements in science and architecture, Roman Libya became a crucible of intellectual thought and innovation. Roman Libya was a beacon of prosperity and trade in the ancient world. The 7th century brought a new wave of change to Libya with the arrival of Arab conquerors. This period marked a significant shift in Libya's cultural and religious landscape. The Arabs, under the banner of Islam, swiftly swept across the region, leaving a profound impact on the society. As Islam took root, the architectural landscape transformed with the establishment of vibrant Islamic cities and grand mosques, becoming centers of learning, culture, and trade. The introduction of Arabic as the official language also played a pivotal role in shaping Libya's cultural identity. Trade networks flourished, with goods and ideas circulating across vast Islamic territories. The shared religious beliefs fostered a sense of unity among diverse tribes and communities, helping to shape a distinct Libyan identity. Islamic civilization provided a new framework for societal norms, customs, and laws, deeply influencing every aspect of life. The Arab conquest left an indelible mark on Libya, shaping its society, culture, and religious beliefs. Fast forward to the Ottoman era, a time of piracy, trade, and conflict along the Barbary coast. As the Ottomans extended their rule over Libya in the 16th century, the region transformed into a bustling hub of activity. The Barbary coast, stretching from present-day Morocco to Libya, became notorious for its piracy. The corsairs, or pirates, roamed the Mediterranean, seizing ships and capturing crew members to ransom or enslave. Simultaneously, the Barbary coast became a key player in Mediterranean trade. Commodities from Africa, the Middle East, and Europe passed through its ports, reflecting the region's strategic importance. However, the Barbary pirates' audacity led to conflicts with European powers, triggering a series of wars known as the Barbary Wars. These conflicts, while often violent, also led to cultural exchanges and political negotiations shaping the region in intriguing ways. The Ottoman period was a complex chapter in Libya's history, marked by both conflict and cultural exchange. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw Libya under the yoke of Italian colonization and fascism. The arrival of the Italians marked a dark period in Libyan history. Under the iron fist of Mussolini's fascist regime, the Libyan people were subjected to brutalities that still resonate today. Italy imposed its colonial rule, aiming to Italianize Libya. This involved a systematic campaign of cultural erasure, including the suppression of Arabic language and Islamic practices. The fascist rule was marked by the use of concentration camps and chemical weapons, which caused countless civilian deaths. Mussolini's vision of a new Roman Empire with Libya as its African jewel came at a tremendous human cost. The Libyan resistance, however, remained unbroken, fostering a spirit of nationalism that would later play a crucial role in the country's fight for independence. The scars of Italian colonization and fascism are a somber reminder of Libya's turbulent past. World War II cast a long shadow over Libya, turning it into a battleground for the Allies and Axis forces. The North African campaign saw the nation caught in a tug-of-war between the Axis powers, primarily Italy and Germany, and the Allied forces, primarily Britain and its Commonwealth allies. Libya became a crucial location for decisive battles such as Tobruk and El Alamein. The Battle of Tobruk was a lengthy confrontation where the Allies successfully held the port against a besieging Axis force. The Battle of El Alamein, on the other hand, was one of the war's most significant turning points. It marked the beginning of the end of Axis power in North Africa. The eventual defeat of Axis forces in North Africa by the Allies was not just a military victory, it was also a symbolic triumph, signaling the beginning of the end for the Axis powers on a global scale. World War II was a turning point for Libya, setting the stage for its struggle for independence. From the ashes of war, Libya emerged as an independent nation, beginning a new chapter in its history. After years under Italian and British rule, Libya finally gained its independence in 1951. This independence was not simply handed over. It was a hard-fought struggle that led to the birth of a new nation. The Kingdom of Libya was established under the leadership of King Idris al-Senussi. Idris, a respected religious and tribal leader, ruled the country as a constitutional monarchy, guiding Libya through the early years of independence. The discovery of oil reserves in the late 1950s marked a turning point for Libya. This newfound wealth had the potential to transform the country's economy, promising prosperity and development. It opened up new opportunities for Libya on the global stage, attracting international interest and investment. Independence and oil wealth promised a brighter future for Libya, but new challenges lay ahead. In 1969, a young military officer named Muammar Gaddafi seized power, changing Libya's destiny. This wasn't a peaceful transition, but rather a military coup that ousted the reigning King Idris al-Senussi. Gaddafi, once in power, sought to reshape Libya according to his vision, implementing socialist policies that nationalized key sectors of the economy, including oil. Gaddafi was not content with merely reshaping Libya's economy. He sought to consolidate his power, crafting a system of governance that placed him at the center. He established a system of people's committees, which, while ostensibly democratic, were in reality tools for controlling the population and stifling dissent. This consolidation of power and implementation of socialist policies, however, did not go unchallenged. Political dissent was brutally repressed, with critics of the regime often meeting grim fates. The Gaddafi era was a time of revolutionary politics, but also of deep-seated political repression. 2011 marked the beginning of a tumultuous period in Libya's history as the winds of the Arab Spring reached its shores. The wave of protests that swept across the Arab world found resonance in Libya, igniting a popular uprising against Muammar Gaddafi's 4-decade-long rule. The regime responded with brutal force, but the momentum of revolt was unstoppable. The Gaddafi regime crumbled under the weight of the rebellion and international pressure, culminating in the demise of Gaddafi himself. But the end of the dictatorship didn't usher in the era of stability many had hoped for. Instead, Libya descended into a complex civil war. Rival factions, including the National Transitional Council, various Islamist groups and tribal militias, vied for power, tearing the country apart in a ruthless power struggle. The Arab Spring brought hope for democratic change, but also unleashed a devastating civil war. The struggle for Libya's future continues, a testament to the enduring spirit of its people amidst the challenges of transition. Post-Gaddafi Libya faces a daunting task of reconstruction amidst political fragmentation and security concerns. The fall of the Gaddafi regime left a power vacuum that has resulted in the emergence of various factions vying for control. These factions have contributed to a state of political disarray, making the process of establishing a stable, unified government incredibly challenging. Security concerns are also prevalent, with militia groups and criminal networks causing unrest. The Libyan economy, heavily reliant on oil exports, has been severely destabilized, leading to widespread financial hardship. This economic instability is further exacerbated by ongoing conflicts and political uncertainty. Human rights abuses persist, with reports of arbitrary detention, torture, and extrajudicial killings. Amid these adversities, efforts to build democratic institutions are ongoing. Steps are being taken to foster national reconciliation and to establish a rule of law. Despite the immense challenges, the spirit of resilience is evident as Libya continues to strive for peace, stability, and democracy. In the global stage, Libya's relationships with neighboring countries, regional powers, and international actors play a crucial role in its future. Libya's geopolitical position in North Africa has made it a key player in regional dynamics, with its relations often characterized by a delicate balance of cooperation and conflict. Libya's interactions with the United Nations, European Union, and African Union are particularly noteworthy. These international bodies have played significant roles in Libya's post-Gaddafi reconstruction, offering support and guidance, while also mediating in conflicts and advocating for human rights. Libya's role in regional conflicts and diplomacy is also significant. It has been involved in various disputes and negotiations, shaping and being shaped by the shifting dynamics of the Middle East and North Africa. As Libya navigates its complex history and current challenges, its future hangs in the balance. Will it find the path to peace and prosperity? Only time will tell.